Spice Rack! What's up, y'all? This is your girl Spice, and we are starting another episode of Support a Sistah. Today is going to be a little bit different because we don't have actual guests because they had some technical difficulties going on. So I thought that would be a great time for me to talk about some of the things that I've noticed the most with companies, small businesses, small Black businesses. That might just be a pro tip to help make sure that you are as successful as you can. I have no experience with running a business full throttle, so this is by no means a critique. It's just something that I've noticed that I thought people would be interested to finding out. So I thought I'd bring that to share with you since we're kind of having a bye week on actual products. So before we get started, I want to send this out to a few people. I wanted to get my intro in just for the people that do the replay. Hey, Triple C, thanks for coming in. I've learned this tip from you. I was trying to start my live with my actual intro just in case the replay people come and get it, because I'll often start talking and just go off and don't even tell you who I am. So like I said, I'm Spice Life TV. You'll catch me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and now TikTok at Spice Life TV. And like I said, we're going to have a bye week on products this week because our two guests had some issues come up with their business and behind the scenes. So I wanted to take this time to kind of share some of those oopsies I've had dealings with some of my new business owners that we've been working with, and maybe share those across the board, and just giving you also a consumer perspective on areas that I find to be helpful. So before we get too far in, I'm going to share this out with a few people because I know they've asked me to share it. Plus, since I wasn't able to confirm who was coming today, I didn't have enough time to, I had enough time, but I was afraid that who I put on the flyer wasn't going to be able to confirm. So I wanted to leave the flyer blank. So a lot of them didn't get a flyer like they normally do. So let me go ahead and send this out. I haven't even got the notification yet. Triple C, did you get a notification if you're still in here? Well, thank you. Girl, I went crazy over Black Friday and bought almost every palette from Juvia's place, and I've been trying to practice. And Ulta had a sale on lashes, so I got stocked up on lashes. And then, y'all know my girl, Tiffany with Bad and Boho. I've been using her products all week, but there was one other gal who I was going to mention today, or who was going to come on today, that I didn't get a chance, or we've got some issues, and I don't want to give it up, but let me just tell you, combining her flaxseed jelly with Bad and Boho's products, honey, the curl, the poppage, do you see? Do you see? Oh, thanks, Triple C. Oh, it did. It just came. Okay, perfect. So maybe I'll get it. Oh, I got it. But yes, so I've been loving my hair. I was going to put my hair right back in braids too. I was like, when I got Tiff's stuff, I was actually kind of bummed that I got it so fast because I was planning to put my hair in braids. Well, then I started using her product, and I'm just like feeling my hair so much right now that I might wear it out a little bit. Thanks, Triple C. I'm so, that means a lot to me that you just knew to come on in. I appreciate that. I know that Tasha is her little boy's birthday today, so she might be coming over. But everybody who's here now, just know that after my live, then we go to And We Are Live, which is a combined channel for me, Tasha Society, and Tootsie Rollin' Stone Travel. So that starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's every Wednesday as well. So, and I think Triple C, isn't Joe having his monetization live today? Because I think Tasha said we were going to start at Tasha's Come to Mind, then go raid Joe's for a little bit, and then go do And We're Live. Is that true still? Congratulations, Joe. Gosh, y'all are cooking over there. That was what, a month? Was it a month it took him to get sanitized? Monetized? That's fast. I'm busy talking and not following through with what I said. I'm sharing my link. Me and Tootsie and Tosh were trying to figure out the fastest way, the most effective way to share your link out, because it really is I feel like there needs to be easier ways to do this than having to go through every client, or every client, every DM and send them specifically that way. If you're coming in, I'll be with you in just a moment. I'm just sharing out my live here a little bit, so people can come on and watch. We'll see if they do. It's been a busy day, and it's a weird day. And all day, honestly, I've been, he's had his channel for 4 months? Really? Why doesn't it seem that long? Was he actually doing his channel really at first? I thought he just kind of started in the last month or two, but even still, 4 months is amazing. It's Saturday. Oh, okay. Let me write that down because I wanted to make sure to be there so we can come love on that man. That's wonderful. Good job. Saturday, Joe's alive. Okay. So I'll put that in there and then I'll come back and figure out what time it is. What time it is my time, because that's what I always get confused on. Awesome. Well, thank you to the 3 of you in here. Oh, Kristen's here. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Tootsie. We weren't talking about much. I was just sharing out the live. I was telling why I didn't have guests coming on today. So just to recap, I had 2 ladies that I was working with to come on today, small businesses, and they had some small business glitches that happened that they both could not fix. I mean, it wasn't out of their control. But what I thought, let me center myself. There we go. Let me look at the camera. Okay. But what I thought I would do instead of just bagging it, I thought what I would do is kind of take the opportunity, because I really wanted to do this for a little while, but I also wanted to do it in a way to make sure that I wouldn't offend anybody, but then also where they can understand it's coming from a place of love versus me critiquing, because it's not a critique. And like I said before, I'm not a business owner. I don't know how to run a thriving business. I am just speaking from consumer level and directly to my small businesses, because I know y'all have to work so much harder than everybody else. It is not Christmas time. Move some of that because I was throwing me off. Is it my screen that's messy? Okay. So I was just going to review some of the things that I've noticed with some of my small businesses, some that I've actually purchased to review, but then others people send me that I haven't reviewed because of some of these things. Now, just to say, like I said, I'm not a business owner. I'm not a professional. I don't claim to be. So please don't come for me. I'm really not trying to offend anybody. This is coming just from, because a lot of people have said, give me your feedback on what I can do to improve. And I typically do that to them personally. And so for this video, of course, I'm not saying anybody's name. I'm just going to give examples of things that come up or that have happened, or on just the specific way they deliver their products, so that I can make sure that you're getting return business, because that's the main thing. But then also when people are sharing your business out, because I know word of mouth is like key, that you are getting that positive, those positive words of mouth. Hey, Eric. Eric is so sweet. I appreciate you coming through all the time. You're so supportive. Passion, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I don't know if I've actually seen you in our lives before. I actually been thinking about you because you haven't been making videos lately. Let me actually see, because the other day I was so upset. There was a gal that I had been talking about saying that she hadn't been making videos, and I finally remembered her name to go find her, and she had been making videos, but somehow I got unsubscribed to her. So I was like, what is going on? I hate that YouTube does that. And then you don't ever know. And sometimes like you'll be watching someone, but I don't always know everybody's names because I watch so many people. I'm going to make sure, Passion, that I'm still following you. We share similar stories. Oh, there. Yeah. Okay. I am. Wait a second. Oh, you did 2 days ago. Well, I'm going to be catching up with you on that. Y'all go check out. Let me see. Her name on YouTube is Keeping Up with Passion. I know you guys been following my little documentary about me and Babe's progress as far as him in work release and things like that. Well, Passion is living the story on another side. So she has a very interesting, it's so interesting, even though we can relate because so many similarities in our situation, and I understand what she's talking about. But every time I hear someone's situation that's different than mine, it's so captivating to me, because I think too, because I know what she goes, I know a lot of what she goes through in sacrifices. So I already bonded with her there, but just her story is good. And she's just a fun girl who does regular things and just happens to have a, situation that we all sometimes find ourselves in. So check her out. That's Keeping Up with with Passion. Yes. Everybody here is super friendly. So you guys say hi to each other, be friends. Okay, so let me get into my tips. Let me pull them up because I wrote them down because I wanted to be very cautious on how I say things. One thing I do want to say, though, especially to my gals who are making your crafts like this. Oh, what was that shirt? What was the shirt? Because that is another idea. Maybe I'll pull one out to show you guys. But when you're making your earrings like these, like, look how dope these are. I mean, clearly they say dope. And when I'm out and about, your jewelry always screams. People are always like, what is that? Who is that? Where'd you get that from? And typically I have an idea, but if you guys have noticed, there's a lot of jewelry that comes through this show, right? And so I try to be good at remembering. But what I would just suggest, if there's any way, like on the back, if you don't want it to mess up your design, but if on the back, some way you put like your initials, if you can just put your name, if there's some way to help the consumer advertise for you, please find a way to do that, because there's been so many times where I will be wearing earrings and I'm like, dang it, her name's on the tip of my tongue, or I'm like, it's either this one or that one because their earrings are similar. But yeah, Yazzie Bay, these are dope. I will tell you that, and I will tell you who they're from too, because she has the cutest little boxes that I love to death, which is one of the topics. This is Melanin and Crafts. She made these earrings and quite a few others that I had on the show. The links will be, you'll be able to go on the page and watch all of my supporter sisters, and hers, it says Melanin Crafts. That's the supporter sister. But I love this because you can keep everything in the box, and you'll know who it is because you have it on the box. But the branding part, if there's a way to do that, that is the key. Because when I'm out and about and I don't remember the name, then I can take my earring off and it be there. Or if you just put maybe the initials at the bottom, it'll spark my interest. Now, I know that not everybody wears the earrings and they're doing a show talking about Black businesses. So I get why that's probably like, girl, not everybody's going to do that. However, I do know that when you do wear someone's product, they always are asking you where you got it from. So make it easy for us to tell them where they got it from. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, and a lot of you guys have picked this up because when you do send me stuff and you know it's me, you send me a lot of business cards. Oh, my favorite color. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, you got it, girl. Love the earrings. Save a picture of the business card. Save it in an album on your phone. That's another good idea, because I was just about to say business cards are key too. So I know that a lot of the small businesses, I get it. Y'all are putting the pennies that you earn back into it, and it's not a lot to go. But if you can spare any money, go over to Vistaprint. There's a lot of really cheap places. Vistaprint's pretty cheap. But just make you a business card as generic as you can, or something. Because send extra. Send like 2 or 3 extra. Because what happens is a lot of times people ask you who something is, and you could just keep that business card on you, which I do, which I've had to I'm going to have to get a little business card pouch because I have so many, but I pass them out. So I don't keep them. That way I can be like, oh, here that is, or here these are, or this is the information. So business cards are key. That would be, I would say, very important. If you don't have the bucks to do like branding on the boxes or like stickers or something, this is actually, I don't even know if this is a sticker. This looks like the box. It might be, but if you don't have the money to do something like this, just get you a business card, because that is so helpful when people are trying to share your information out. Okay. Oh, and like the logo on the ear and on the products. Also, I was gonna say too, in the t-shirts, I've gotten this a few times, which I think is amazing. In the tag, if you have the ability to put your brand on the tag, genius, genius, genius. Because y'all, I don't even know if you can see, but I have a drawer stock full of t-shirts. And some of the t-shirts have the brand on the t-shirt. So that's the brand, and I see that. But others might have like a design or a beautiful woman or something on there. And you're like, who gave me this t-shirt? So the last two, I think her name was Creations. I had her on a couple weeks ago. She sent me a t-shirt. It was the yellow t-shirt. In her tag is her logo on the actual shirt tag where it says your size and stuff. Do it. If you can do it, do it. Okay, so here's a big one. Your visibility. This is what hurts me sometimes, is when someone will tag me to a business and I'll go and I'll see that they're a small business and they even have products that I'm like, ooh, that's cute. But you don't tell me where I can go to get it. You might say, I'm like, especially if you don't have a website and you're saying like, you know, website's coming soon or under construction. I totally get that. That's fine. But in the meantime, you have to direct me on where I can go to get your products, because I'll DM you and ask you. But I've had other friends that I've referred places, and they, or even to people that I've had on the show that might not have the clearest direction on how to contact them. But when I refer people and it's not right in their face, whether it's because of their technology level or just out of convenience, they'll say, oh, she didn't have it on there, I just clicked off, and they won't go back. So then I'm having to like go find the link for them, send them the link, and do all those things, which a lot of people aren't going to do those extra steps. So if you have in your bio, which that's the other thing, in your bio have the clickable link. You can't put those links in your comments or on the post, because we can't click it. And if you're on your phone, I don't know how it works on your computer, but if you're on your phone, we can't copy and paste that link to a browser. It just doesn't let us do it. So if you can make sure that the link you want us to click is in your bio, we can click that link and it'll take us right there to where we're going. Hey, Ruby Love. You guys, this is my new friend, Ruby. I think I've been on her live about 3 or 4 times, but only talked to her once or twice. And this last week, me and her had a little chit chat about a bunch of stuff. She's a small up and coming channel doing really good things. She also has her own business, which I did go visit. I have to go back. I'm glad that you popped on here. But she does lashes. Ruby Love, is there something else that you do on your business too? I think I just saw the lashes, but maybe I'm wrong. But y'all make sure you show her some love. She's very sweet girl. She was in her live bebopping away, jamming. I was like, girl, just be careful, because that copyright devil is the truth. He will come and snatch your coin. So y'all all know that. The ones of y'all in here that are doing content, you know how that goes. So I was like, turn that down. Every time I see someone do that, because I learned the hard way, it was so bad when they snatch all your views or they block your video. And even before I got monetized, I thought that wasn't even, I thought, oh, it'll be fine. But no, they go back and they take the ones before the monetization too. Anyway, I was telling her about that, and she was so nice about it and was like, thank you so much, which was cool. Not just lashes for just lashes for right now. Thank you. We'll be branching out soon. Well, good job. We'd love to have you featured on Support a Sistah. So connect with me, and I'll head over there and see if there's anything over there I can buy, and we can have you on to spotlight your business some more. Today's kind of an off day because normally I have guests come on. If you're new here and don't know that, normally I have the guests of the business on the live with me. And that way I'm asking them about their products. I'm talking about their products, demonstrating them. They're telling me what's good about their company. And it just gives the audience another, an opportunity to get to know the creator, but then ask questions. And then you just, we're just trying to spread your business around. So that's what normally happens if this is your first time here. Like I said before, our guests today, both of them were having a hard time. One of them has to do with my hair. Well, actually, both of them do. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little headband situation that I have on here. I want to wait because I want to give them their just due if they're able to come on. We're not sure when they can reschedule, but I don't want to go off and tell y'all about it yet. But if you're interested, I'm not sure if you can see in the back, but it kind of helps hold your hair up and you can turn it different ways. It's really cute. And then also the part of my hair routine, I added another product to the Bat and Bohos that I reviewed last week, her products. And my curls, y'all. Do you see them? I swear my hair just does not photograph well. I always am looking in my mirror and I'm like, ooh, my hair looks good. And then I look at it on camera and I'm like, that ain't translating. Yes, everybody say hello. Awesome. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, making sure you have the clickable link in your bio, whether it's for your YouTube or your business, whatever you're wanting people to go buy from you, have that link in your bio. And don't necessarily put those in your comments because we can't ever click them. So it's just kind of like, oh, and then depending on the mood, I might not be interested to go find it again, you know? But if you say link in your bio, I know to go there. And then if you don't have a website and you're saying, and you're basically a DM business only where you put the products on your Instagram and you want us to DM, if you can go in your comment or your description for your products and let us know. I don't know if it's best practice to give us the exact price, but if it's like earrings range from $25 to $30, something like that. So I know that when I DM you about how much I'm going to be paying for what I'm asking you for. So on each item that you're showing or that you have pictures for, in your description of that picture, make sure you put the pricing and then also, say DM for for inquiry or whatever. But tell me how to get in touch with you. Because if I'm having to guess and be like, well, I'm going to just DM and then I DM you and then don't get a DM because you want to email and you didn't tell me that, I'm then kind of like, okay, well, next, and I don't want to miss out on you and I don't want you to miss out on my business either. Because like I said at the beginning of the Support Sistah, the whole point of the Support Sistah is because I want to have a Black owned run household. I want all of the things that I use every day to be Black owned products. And as much of those as I can find, that's what I try to do. So it's just across the board. Last year we did laundry detergents. We did lotions and butters and hair creams and earrings and makeup and lipstick and lashes and some t-shirts and purses. What else did we do? Haven't done any shoes yet. And I've been looking at like designer bag companies, Black owned. There's one that I know of and that's the only one. But if you guys know any Black owned designer bags, that's also one too. And shoes and just everyday clothing, because I'm not announcing it yet because I'm still working on it. But along those lines, there's something coming from me because I've noticed not a hole in the market, but a little gap that I'm going to just jump in and fill in real quick. So I'm working on that. So stay tuned. Hopefully within this year, as long as I can get my licenses and stuff together, which I'm working on. Everybody's slow right now. But hopefully that'll be coming. I'm excited about that. Okay. Clear verbiage on how to connect with you. That's the other tip. And then one other thing, guys, and I have done this before. When I used to sell oils, I know that you have to package your things so that everything's safe in the boxes. And I've seen you've seen those videos where your package is just rolling down a hill or rolling down a conveyor belt and you're trying to make sure everything stays safe and you're trying to mail your stuff the most cost-effective way and not charging $15 or 15 arms and legs, right? I understand that. One thing that drives me insane, I'm just gonna say it, are peanuts and that confetti. Guys, it wears me out because I have it all over the place. And I would just rather you wrap it in paper. Like, just get some of that butcher paper they have, or I've even had people wrap it in paper towels. I do not care. If it's something that's going to be broken, I get it. You want to cushion it. But those peanuts are the death of me. I cannot handle them. They just go everywhere. And I try to open the box really gently to peek in to see if it's a peanut issue, so that I don't just open it up. Because as soon as it gets wind, peanuts go everywhere. And then when I'm trying to pour them in the trash, they go everywhere. When I take the trash out, they go everywhere. The paper confetti I can live with because that can be vacuumed and doesn't clog up my vacuum. But those peanuts, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know what else it is. I've seen people take just like crumpled up newspaper and use that as their stuffing. Fine, do it. I don't care. It's the peanuts that drive me nuts. And they're so bad for the world. Girls, yes, Tootsie. It may be stuck to my front and back. I've had them like walking and they be on the bottom of my shoes because the static just done clung to me. You be finding them all over the place. Oh, I don't know. I'm guessing that they might be the most cost effective because so many people use them. But y'all, if there's another way, please, I implore you, don't use peanuts. I know. And the thing about it is, like I said, I don't know what it costs to pack things and package things. So I'm thinking that because so many people do, it probably is the most cost-effective way, which I'm not even mad at you. Do what you got to do. But please, just get some paper. Just stuff the paper in there. That is much easier to handle. Okay, so also there's been a couple times where there's been products sent to me that I've either purchased or they just sent, and they're like wax products. So they're like for your melters, your warmers, your Scentsy warmers, or just anything like that. They're waxy, not necessarily a candle. They're a lot of times the melts. And I know that happened a lot in the summer, which is totally understandable because it's freaking summertime. But I just ordered some a couple weeks ago and got them. And they had the waxes, and you'd order like 4 of the same scent in one order. And instead of like, in Scentsy, when they melt their scents, they put them in like a container, and they have like the little squares and you can break it on the square. Well, she's brand new, so I was not expecting that level at all. I'm sorry, y'all. This computer is backwards. It makes me backwards, so every time I think I'm in the camera, I'm leaning the opposite way. So yeah, she's a very small business, so I wasn't expecting that level by any means. And bless her heart, she had cut all of the pieces out, all of her little melties, so they all were in the same piece, but she put them all in the same bag. And in the bag, they weren't in the bag where they lay flat and like they're sealed to lay flat. They just were in kind of like a sandwich bag, but better. So I'm not dogging her. I'm saying it was just in a bag where they kind of just in there. And they all stuck together. They all melted together, but not in a way you could break them. And they all were like kind of mushed onto the plastic. So the plastic had kind of seeped into the melt. And so when I took it out, it just was a melty mess. Oh boy. Y'all see this light trying to this light ain't really trying to come in and change the game. I was trying to let you come in and be part of the day. Maybe that's better for everybody. Because the sun is changing. Okay. It's a little, I also changed the color of my ring because I just thought the white was too bright. But now I'm thinking I'm going to do the white 2 pieces on the top and maybe orange on the sides because this is a little orangey to me. What do you guys think? I also bought new lights with soft boxes and everything and caught myself trying to put them together today. They're not up. Let's just say that. They're not together. That's not, I'm not built for it. I don't know how to put things. I do, but it takes me a long time and I don't do well with that. Anyway, so yeah, if you have melty or wax items, just try. I guess probably the best thing is to send them in a flat surface. So if you only have plastic bags, that's fine. Put them in the plastic bag, but then get all that air out so they can't slosh around, and maybe tape it so that they stay put. because I had so many times where I've had to throw things away or send them back and they've had to resend them to me. And I hate doing that because I know small business, that is a lot. I know that'd be like, oh God, that's the last one I had. I know. Yeah, it is softer because I put the different lens on the side, on the around the light. I don't know. To see, I think I'm gonna switch my backup because I feel like the white sometimes just it washes me out or makes me just look ashy or so I bought more lights. I'm gonna just play around with lights. Just know the lighting game is gonna step up. I've got the camera thing stepped up, but then I don't even know if the quality looks as good as if it looks any different versus the camera versus just using my computer camera. I think it's a little clearer, but I really want my camera game to be on point. Okay, so just to review real quick, business cards are a must. Get them if you can, and make sure you send extra when you send your products. If you can somehow put your logo on your products, wherever, if it's earrings, and you can just put your initials on there or have a little logo on the back, so there's some way to do it. Because y'all, I won't even show you the top of that. This thing is all across here, and it is full of earrings. And actually, I'm thinking about emptying out one of the top drawers and making those my earring drawers and putting like levels in it because I have so many earrings and I love them, love them, love them. Oh, good. I like the new camera better than the computer. That's good, Titsy. No, I take it. You are a pro. We're in this together. What did I say? Oh, yeah, branding your product. Oh, the tags on the shirt is genius. If y'all can do that, even maybe Triple C. I don't know. I don't think you have tags in your poncho because you could see that. But on your sweaters, you should do that. You should see how much that is and sew in your little tag back there. I can't wait to hit you and Kristen up when I find out that I'm having babies. Hopefully there'll be twins. I'm manifesting. And then I don't know if y'all both do dolls or do y'all not do dolls? I'm gonna have to get one of your friends to do dolls because I want little chocolate crochet doll babies for my Joe. Congratulations to Joe, y'all. Joe is monetized. Go check out my boy. He's been working hard. They both have been working hard. And I can't wait to celebrate you on Saturday, Joe. I'm ready. I thought we were gonna go braid your show after my show. I was ready to send everybody over. Yeah, make some tags, Triple C. I think that would really step it up a little bit. Plus, then that way people just know exactly who you are, where you are when you're not with them. No doubt. I think I saw you talking about making, or maybe other people were on there talking about making a doll arm, or you had just got the doll arm done or something. That was a couple weeks ago. So yeah, if you can do tags on your shirts, that's great. If you can put your symbol or your initials or something on your product, that's even better. Just so that when we're out, I want to advertise. And y'all know, especially y'all know us, when we see each other, it's always going around TikTok all crazy, which is hilarious because they're like, when sisters see another sister, you don't be like, oh, you're cute. Well, you might be like, you cute. But typically when you tell someone you're cute, you be like, where are you going? And I always do that to my friends. I'm like, where do you think you're going? Who told you could go out like that? And that's my sign. That's a universal sign that you looking good in these streets. So there's been so many times women will be eyeing me in the grocery line. I'll see them peeping me and I know they're looking at my earrings or I know they're looking at my top or whatever it is. So I'm just kind of waiting and making eye contact with them because they be like, you know, they'll come up and they always catch you with the whispers like, then you need to tell me where you got them earrings at. And just kind of lean back or be like, they'll say like, have a nice day. Oh, girl, where'd you get these from? And I be wanting to remember and I don't always remember. So if I could just whip it off and be like, oh, this is from Melanin and Company or Melanin Crafts, you know, help me out because I like to advertise for y'all. And then the visibility link in the bio that we can click. Don't put it in the comments. We can't click it. It doesn't help us. And honestly, it makes me frustrated. And I'm tired of seeing it. Where did I get that from? Who said that? And I'm tired of seeing it. Corvette, 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 Corvette. You remember that girl? She's been all over everything. I'm tired of seeing it. No confetti or peanuts. The confetti I can live with. The peanuts, please. We got to stop that in 2021. I don't even know why they make them still. They're so bad for everything. They clog up your vacuum. Oh, my vacuum has seen many a peanut and then got cussed out for sucking up the peanut, which clearly I did it. You got that, Yazzie Bay. Corvette, Corvette. Anyway, I love that girl. I watch her at least 2 or 3 times a day. And then if you do anything waxy, make sure you keep them separate so that they're not melting into each other or that they don't ruin the thing. One time, oh, that was so sad. Because she was actually, I had her on the flyer scheduled to come in that day. And typically what happens, I like to unbox when I first started, I like to unbox when, right when I got on the show. But I don't know if you guys have noticed that lately I come in, I already have unboxed it because there was a time I almost embarrassed somebody and I was not going to do that. I had opened her box up and everything was just a melted puddle at the bottom of the box. And I just was like, she was even in the chat, like waiting to come on. And I was like, oh, she's not in. I'm going to have to get in touch with her. So she's messaging me like, I'm in. And I was like, girl, we're going to talk. Because I just did not want to do that. You know, your first business, her first showcase, she was already so nervous. And then I had nothing to show because everything had melted. I would never do that to y'all. And everybody that comes on, a lot of times they're like, I'm so nervous. Or one time, bless her heart, Cammie from Camelia's Lane, she did the candles and she messaged me before like, girl, open your box. Don't open it on camera because sometimes they get broken. And I don't want you to open it on camera. So that was around the time where I was like, let me start pre-opening so I don't ever embarrass anybody. After that, girls' melts were just completely melted. I felt so bad. I will never, ever come online and talk bad about a Black business. I'd rather not say nothing before I put you out there looking some kind of way, but especially if it's not your fault. If it's something like that, like you can't always control that. And you know how hot it was this summer. And who knows, and you also know how hot it was when how long I had lost products that had been really in direct sun for months, and I lost them behind that shelf. Remember I told you I found all those people's things? So one other thing I didn't even mention, but I had body scrubs, and the body scrubs were hard as rocks because for one, they were old because I forgot about them, but 2, they'd been cooking all summer, so they just had solidified. But even if it's not, y'all, even if it is your error and it's something that would make you look bad, I will never come on here being like, well, her packaging sucked and this, that. No. That is not the kind of show we're doing over here. If it is not something that I use, but you send it to me and I can find a way to speak positively about it because it's something that other people use, I will do that. If it's something that I don't use and I don't find that it's maybe a quality that I want to like jump behind, and that's the other reason why I like to buy a lot of the things that I review because, for one, it's still me. I still am supporting. Like I gave them my money, whether I go ahead and talk about them on the show or not. But there's been several. I don't even want to show you because I think I slid it over. There's been several items that I've purchased that were just not that great. But that just happens. I mean, we have that on Amazon, like these lights. I'm probably going to send them back because the packaging was not that great. And a lot of the stuff looks like it might be a little misshaveled or broken. And before I even try it, honestly, because it's Amazon and it don't look like it's right, I'll probably just send it back to get a fresh one because, you know what I'm saying? Like with the big company, I don't mind sending your stuff back and having you resend me new stuff. With small companies, I know how hard it is to do that. So if I can manage to use it, I will use it. If it's not something that I think I can say I love or that I enjoy, then I'm not going to say anything. I'm not trying to tear people down at all. And this is a personal for me. A lot of times, it kind of goes 50-50. I either reach out and say, hey, I just bought your product. I'm going to unbox it on this day. I'd love for you to come on, join me if you can at this time. And so there's been so many businesses that do not check their DMs. And I don't understand that. I get it when you're bigger and you're like going 1,000 miles a minute and you're just getting so busy and bogged down. Like, I totally understand that. But a few of the ones are very small Instagram presence, which Babe kind of pointed that out to me. He was like, it doesn't out. Wait, was it Babe? It might not have been him. Somebody I was talking to said, even though their IG presence is small, doesn't mean the business is small, which is a good point. They might be very busy other places. But I will say that if I don't hear a response from you, I'm not going to like wait around to unbox your item. So I'll get people after I've already unboxed it, be 2 shows later, and they come back and be like, oh, I'm available this Wednesday. I want to come on. And I'm like, I already did it, first of all. And then they're like, well, just when can I come back on? Well, probably not until I buy something else, because I just reviewed your product. And then 2, I messaged you weeks ago, man. Respond. I'm the same way with Amazon. You make big bucks, get it right, sir. Exactly. I have a lot more space and room for mistakes when they're small. Amazon, you get a lot of my money. So I expect that you get it right. What else was I going to say? Oh, this is my necklace from Charmed. Remember her? She came on the show and made me this necklace. These are the earrings from Melanin and Crafts. My Melanin and Crafts. And then, who else am I wearing? Most of my lashes from my girls, I've worn them out. Like, is it hard for anybody else or just me to throw away lashes? It's hard for me to throw away lashes. It'd be so hard. But you know, when they get all extra gunky or they don't be holding their shape no more because you done slap them in and pull them out too many times. But all my lashes from Lash by Kia are almost, I think I have one pair that I'm like holding on to for dear life. Beautiful Lash Co. Hers, I've been wearing to smithereens too. Same with the Bella Galore. I wore all hers to smithereens. Who else did I get lashes from? But anyway, everybody that I've done lashes for from Black-owned businesses, I have to re-up because I actually did order a bunch from one customer. They're on their way because she had like a buy 4, get 2 or something like that. So I got one of everything. Those are coming. And then, like I said, Ulta had a big sale on lashes over the holidays. And so I stocked up there. But you can't never have too many lashes. You just can't. Oh, yeah, you said that. So anyway, those are a few of my tips, y'all. And the only reason like I said, I'm sharing them because they've come up a lot while I've been doing the Support a Sistah. Because I think I started Support a Sistah when? In June? In July? Maybe July. So a good 6-7 months of doing it. And I love doing it. And I love every time you guys will message me and be like, hey, I ordered this or I got that. Or they'll message me and be like, hey, so-and-so from this show came over. I love that. And that's the whole goal. Eventually, I want to be to the level of Tabitha Brown. You know, when I say it, you sold out. Like, they just going to go and buy all your stuff up. That's the goal because I want my people to win and get ahead and these Black businesses to thrive and y'all to come so that you can come up with more Black businesses so that I can buy all your products and run my household off those products. That is my goal. I want it so bad. So whatever my part is in that, I'm totally helping. I'm down to do and help. So I just want to share some of these tips as the consumer who buys most of the things you see on here. There's been a few times that they've been donated or I've gotten extras, but for the most part, I buy what I am talking about so that I'm supporting that way financially, but then hopefully bringing them to y'all and y'all see a need and then y'all also are able to support financially too. So there's a lot of supporting going on. That's the mission. And while we're supporting, I'm just wanting to let you know what would be helpful for me as a consumer. And most of them, I have already talked to them individually and told them because a lot of them asked me like, make sure you give me back, give me some feedback or some criticism. Like we want to grow. We want that information. So of course I do, but I always do it in love and always do it with like in mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just an idea. So do with it as you may. Okay. Next week, I'm going to try to reschedule one of the gals, but then the other gal I'm hoping is going to be my lash girl, because she had sent everything and we had tentatively scheduled. So we'll probably have for sure, I'm believing the headbands. If she can't come on, I told her I would still just talk about them because I like them. And then also hopefully my lashes will be here, and then I can tell you about my new lashes. These ones are good, but they're not Black owned, so, and they're a bigger company, so they don't need my shout out. Y'all can find out. But you guys, I typically try to keep my shows at an hour because, for one, I know my guests be so nervous, and I try to keep them at 15 minutes or so a piece, give enough time to answer the questions, and then we can move on. And then now that we have and we're live, which Tootsie or I don't know if Tasha's in here, but Tootsie, can you drop that link so everybody knows? Because we're going to go to end our live. That will be starting at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's our collective show with me, Tootsie Rolling Stone Travels, and Tasha Society, where we do like a weekly just talk show, little gift of gab kind of a deal. This week, we're talking about plastic surgery because we got thoughts on it, y'all. We got thoughts, opinions, pictures, if we gonna do it, what we gonna get done if we are gonna do it, all of the things. So Tissy, drop that link for me if you can, and I'll pin it. And then yeah. So like I said, if your first time, which I think Ruby's the only one that's her first time here, which thank you, Ruby, for coming. First time means, what doesn't mean anything. It means welcome. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. But typically you'll see guests on the panel with me. And normally I have one to two business owners that are on the show. And and they come up, we talk about their business, and I show their products, and they show us how to use their products. Oh, we also had like food stuff too. Ooh, and there was another good one over the holiday, but when I was taking my break, I ate them all. So I'm going to order again because they were that good. And I'm going to do more things with food because y'all know I'm trying to enter into this plant-based full-time thing. I'm plant-based probably like 70% of the time. I'm inching more and more to it. So I want to have more things food-wise to give ideas, to expand our palates so we can try things that we normally wouldn't try. So if there's even some of that, like there's one that's a fruit one that I'm going to try some fruits that I haven't had before. There's some products or like cookies that I bought that were 100% vegan that were delicious that I'm going to buy again and eat those. There's all kind of things. So please, if you see a Black-owned business that's a small business, and I like to say small, really anything under 5,000 viewers, but really like I really target the ones that are 1,000 viewers or less, followers or less. I'm sorry, because they're in the trenches. They're really starting, and I want to jump them up. So if you see any of those, please DM me their business so that I can check them out myself. I don't have every single person that you sent, and sometimes it's because I just don't have a need for the product, or it's like I don't even know how to talk about this in a way to make it a positive spin. But what I think I want to do is still reach out to some of them that I think, and that's actually what I do. If it's something that I feel like my audience would like, and maybe just not me specific, then I'll have them on. Like when Silky came on. Silky does wigs, and I'm scared to do wigs, y'all. I really want to, and I'll be looking at a bunch of them, and I have them always in my cart, and I'm just too scared to push the buy. Something about that lace makes me nervous. I'm scared of it, and I don't want to have a hairline that starts back here because I don't pluck too much. Or have the line of demarcation where you see that it's glued to their head. I don't want that. And I feel like that would be me because I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't do wigs, but Silky's, I know a lot of my viewers do. So and plus I just love her to death. So it was like, okay, she can come on and tell us about her business, and I can positively support that and encourage people to use it. But there's some things on here that I don't even know how you use it or what it's for. And I think I'm scared because I don't know. I've been a part of a time where someone came up on a live and just ruined it. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. But I think I'll have to like talk to the owner a little bit more. So send them all is what I'm saying. Send them. So I'm rambling now because I'm out of tips. But if I think of any more, I will continue to share them. You guys, the people that we've had so many people on this show, so many people. And I kind of wish that if I was thinking about it for my last show of the year, I had done like a recap video of everybody that was on there. And I think what I'll do next year is a recap, probably like the beginning of December, so that gives everybody an idea on what they can buy for gifts. Because what my idea was, everybody that happened in December, I was like, see, perfect for gifts. But really, the realistic part of you getting their gifts in time for Christmas, it was already too late. So I think I need to have like a trip down memory lane or something in like maybe November, like right before Thanksgiving, and then have everybody's like a little clip of their products and stuff that we've reviewed, so you can remember and it's fresh in your mind. And then be off that week for Thanksgiving and Black Friday, but do it the week of Thanksgiving so that they can hit the Black Friday sales with the Black businesses, and then go into December like that. Does that make sense? I just feel like I could have done a better job by reminding y'all of the awesome gift ideas from the companies that we've reviewed this year. So I'm going to try to do that better next year. But yeah, if there's things you want me to see, or people you want me to have on, please have them contact me. And like I said, even if they contact me, that doesn't mean I'm expecting them to send me anything. I will tell you too, I've had to learn how to do that in a nice, very just upfront, because I'd rather not beat around the bush with people. I've had some people hit me up and be like, hey, I'd love some promo if you're interested. And so I've had to just tell them, like, your product is great. It's just not a product that I would buy. However, I would love to showcase it. I'm not even asking them to bring it on. What I'd have them do is just showcase it when they come on the channel. They can talk about it and show the product and that kind of thing, so that they have time. Yeah. Okay. Cool, Tootsie. I appreciate that. So you guys, please come back in about an hour for the And We're Live. We had to say and we are live because there's a young boy who's doing the And We're Live. And he's, at the time, back in the day, when we were first doing our channel, we were going to snatch it from him because he wasn't posting anything. Well, right before we came out, he started posting things again. So we're like, let's change it. We don't want to be those people. So we are live TV. You can find us at all platforms. Did I do our TikTok? I can't remember if I set that up. But today I'm going to do some TikToks for the first time. So please go to my TikTok, Spice Live TV, and check that out later today, because hopefully I will have had the courage and figured out how to do it and done some TikToks myself, because I'm trying to get in the TikTok game. Plus I like saying TikTok. Grab a snack and come on back. We will be at And We're Live at 5 p.m., 8 p.m., or 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, I will be here for my supporter sister. Next week, we will have actual live guests. So please come back and we will see you then. Until then, y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I appreciate y'all coming in here. Ruby, I love food too. So come back and we will share some food together. Y'all make sure you like and check everybody out who's in the chat. This is a great community, a lot of supportive, fun people. Creatively Creative Crochet. She has a live every single night, which y'all did not have one on, what day was it? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I was looking for y'all because y'all are part of my night routine. And when I didn't find you, I was like, what is going on? How dare they take a night off? How dare they have a time for themselves? How dare they go to bed at a decent hour? No, I'm just playing. But yeah, so creative Creatively Created Crochet, also known as Triple C and Joe Show. They do lives every night. Ruby does lives several times during the week. Tasha's going to come back and start doing her lives regularly. I do mine every Wednesday. And then we have the And We're Live every Wednesday. So there's a lot of good content creators in here. We keep you busy. Go visit each other's lives. Triple C is very supportive, and people will drop your link in there and they'll share you and talk to you, invite you on the panel. Which Triple C, I'm gonna have to start coming up on your panel more, because I just don't come because I don't typically be doing any crafts, but certain topics y'all have, I be ready to jump in. And a lot of times, that's why I always listen to y'all. I love the time you come on, because normally it's when it's between Babe's at work or I'm going to pick him up, and I'll just have you guys playing. And a lot of times when he's in the car, I'll have you playing and I'll hear a topic y'all be talking about, and I want to get on there and talk, but he's in the car with me, so we're just chit-chatting. But anyway, I'm going to start getting on your lives more. Plus, that means I need to be doing work so that I keep my face on longer, so I don't be looking a mess and can come on lives. Because that's the TikTok I'm about to do. I won't tell you what it is, but the question is, tell me that you're not going out without telling me you're not going out. And if y'all know me, because I say it all the time, you'll already know my answer. But go to my TikTok, stay tuned, because that is going to come out today. Otherwise, I will see you next Wednesday. If I don't see you later today on And We're Live, which I hope I do, and you guys are more than welcome to join the panel for that conversation too. I did download some pictures, Tootsie, so I'm going to practice the screen share while we're on this little hour break so that I can throw up the pictures of the people we're talking about, because we're trying to get fancy over there. Get on Joe and Dana's level. We need to come up with a super chat song or intro song or something, y'all. Be thinking about it. Until next time. Y'all stay sweet, stay blessed. Know that I love you. God loves you. Keep wearing your masks. Just keep wearing them. We're almost there. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Just keep smiling.